I'm letting HR choose my TBR for the month of February. This is pretty much part 2, the second attempt at this last month. I don't think I even read one book from my TBR, but we're gonna try again, and I'm gonna try to choose at least 10 books so that we can maybe kind of follow a TBR. The part that is like challenging for me is the fact that I do film a lot of videos and a lot of other people choose my TBR and things like that, and it's kind of hard to stick to a TBR because I'm also a really big mood reader. But we're gonna try again. Honestly, I have been wanting to stick to TBR for so long, and it also, I feel like it kind of helps like not overbuying books. But before we get into it, I want to give you guys a quick word from the sponsor to this video, which is Ana Luisa. The thing about me is that I'm a huge outfit repeater, but then also I become highly fixated in certain jewelry pieces and accessories. If you know me, I'm a big glasses wearer and I'm always wearing glasses, but then also I'm like super fixated with like certain jewelry pieces. For example, this pendant necklace I have been wearing since I got months ago. Then these earrings are like my go-to. They're like tiny little croissant earrings. They're all from Ana Luisa. They are probably my favorite jewelry brand ever. I know this sounds biased because they're sponsored today's video, but they are probably 98% of all the jewelry that I own, and I have been a huge fan of their stuff because it doesn't tarnish. I shower with my jewelry, I work out with my jewelry. You know, I've been super into Pilates lately, and I do go to the gym with my earrings on every single time. And one thing that I do not recommend, but I do is I go to sleep with some of my earrings on sometimes, and they have never gotten damaged, they have never tarnished. All of their designs start at $39, which is pretty affordable. You also get free shipping in the US if I'm not mistaken. And I also have a little jewelry brand for you guys, jewelry haul for you guys. I'm obsessed with pendant jewelry, with pendant necklaces lately, and I decided to get this one. It's just like a golden heart with the, you can like tie it shorter or longer, so I love that about it. But you know, when I become fixated with one style of jewelry, I just always wear the exact same necklace. And then I have some statement earrings here. I don't know if you've seen, it's like these are like a little tier pretty much. They're just like gold and really chunky, and I feel like with my short bob and even when I wear my hair up, these are so adorable, and they're like a statement piece, so you don't really need to do much to your makeup because these do everything for you. I also went through a big gold hoop phase like all of America, I feel like that. So they come in this little pouches. I'm trying to find the last pair of earrings that I got. Okay. They're just like this chunky gold hoop. I haven't even opened them, but they are so freaking cute. But yeah, that is the haul. I hope you guys enjoy. That is the haul. Make sure to go ahead and use my discount code. It's gonna be in the description box. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. You know, I'm a huge jewelry advocate, especially gold jewelry, even though I'm kind of diving into, I want to say, silver jewelry as well. But yeah, use my discount code. Make sure to shop for you, or if you have any gifts that you're supposed to be given coming up. And thank you, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring today's video. I need to go get a coffee because the lack of energy that I'm showing you guys right now, it's pretty embarrassing. But now let's get back into the video. Okay, so this video idea I got from Rachel Catherine. I think I said that on my last video. I'm gonna make sure to tag her channel down below. But I failed miserably at this last month, so I want to try to do it again. I'm gonna choose probably 10 prompts because I feel like I need options, and if I want to kind of stick to a TBR this month, I need options. So I got my TBR card back there, but there's also a lot of books over there that I have not read, so we're just gonna get into it. I'm honestly so scared because this has just not gone my way. But we're gonna start with the first prompt. I don't even remember what some of these prompts are. I want to kind of get through these so I can go ahead and restart and make a bunch of new prompts because these were not good. The last ones that I got were not good. So this one says, oh man, classic book / modern classic. I think I'm gonna make this easy on me because I don't want to get into a really thick classic right now. Little Women. And we do have, you know what, The Great Gatsby will be a very good book to read right here. I might go downstairs and get it because It's probably the shortest classic book that I own, so let's just go get it. I actually have some books downstairs, so I just want to get this one. So I'm actually not that scared about this because I watched the movie 2013 one with Leo DiCaprio, and that movie is my Roman Empire, okay? I can't stop thinking about it. And this, I didn't know this book was so short. I have never seen a book, literally looks like a manual. Look how cute the cover is though. I feel like I'm gonna cry because the movie made me cry and I haven't stopped thinking about it, but let's just move on. All right, so I just went to grab this too. Let's just put it over here. Go for the second one. I'm doing 10, so I better like hurry up forever. This one, oh man, I am terrified. A young adult book. I have actually not been into young adult like fantasy or romance or anything, so I don't think I have a young adult book over here. Do I? Give me 1 second to like gather my thoughts and actually find it. I think we have something over here. I think we have, I want to say The Prison Healer is a young adult book, but then also Betting on You by Lynn Painter. You know, I could just like dive back into this and like actually finish this. Should we do this? Because I've been kind of in a romance mood lately. I literally started this last year during like Thanksgiving or something. You can see by my bookmark right there, and I made it to page 78, so like it's promising. I don't really remember why. I was just like not really sticking to books very well back then. Who am I kidding? I still don't really. Yeah, reading slumps are really real. So we're gonna be choosing this one. Let's see what else we have here. There's like a prompt that's already kind of open in there, so I'm not gonna look. See what we have here. Let's do with the jar. Like this is so awkward, but a thriller book. I have actually not been in a thriller mood like at all, but it's also always good to have a thriller kind of in the back burner because thrillers do get me out of reading slumps. So should we just, I don't even think I have a thriller in here. I don't have one thriller book over here. We're gonna have to go look for a book over there. When I was in a huge thriller phase, I ended up ordering a bunch of thrillers from, I want to say, Book Outlet. And this one, I just saw a TikTok about this book, and one thing about me is that if I see one TikTok about a book, I have to read it. So we're gonna be reading The Haunting Wives. This could be good. This could actually, I don't think I've ever started this one. Yep, this is fun so far. I am not terrified at all. All right, I'm gonna need a lot of new prompts, honestly. Let's see what else we have here. This one says book with people on the cover. I feel like there's not one book over here that I actually want to read. I need to stop buying Ali Hazelwood books because I have been not reading them at all. A lot of people seem to really enjoy this book, so you know what? That's a person on the cover. Let's just read Bride by Ali Hazelwood this month and see what the hype's about. I feel like I'm gonna hate it. I've seen people really cringing with it, and then I've seen people love this book. And I've seen people who say that this might be like the new favorite Ali Hazelwood book. We're gonna trust those people. We're gonna give up on the trust issues and just go for it. Then we have, let's see here. Oh no. A biography. I don't even think I own a biography right now. I do own, I guess I do technically own the Britney Spears book. And that's it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say something and you guys are gonna be mad at me, but for the sake of my mental health and the lack of options that we have right now, I'm not going to be, we're just gonna put that back. And if I get it again, then I have to read it, but if not, then I'm not. Let's just keep going, okay? Okay, let's see. A retelling book. This could be fun. A retelling. Oh, I'm actually reading a retelling book on my Kindle. It's called Rise of the Cinder Fae, and I'm only like 20% on it, in it. So we could read that. It's a Cinderella retelling, and there's Fae in it, and it's giving kind of enemies to lover, and it's a slow burn, it's a dark fantasy. So I'm gonna put the cover over here. I did get sent the ARC for this one, but it came out yesterday, so you can technically already read it. So we're gonna be reading this book right now. I'm actually already reading that, so let's just go with that. Okay, I actually finished one book on my TBR. Yeah, let's go with that. So we have so far, we have 5 books. We can do 5 more. If I get the biography again, I'm gonna be so done. Let's see what this is. A new author to me. I know exactly what we're gonna be reading for this one, and I'm actually very excited. There's actually, fun fact about me is that I have never finished a Dolly Alderton book. I started her popular book, Everything I Need to Know About Love or something. I don't think that's the title, like, at all, but I did get her new book. And this is a new author to me because I've never actually successfully finished a book by her. And I'm kind of getting into this genre a little bit. And I've been wanting for her to have some fiction books. Really, when I went to Barnes & Noble, the girl kept pointing me to the one self-help book, and I was like, no, I'm looking for a fiction book. And then this other nice worker pointed me to in the right direction, but I was like, thank you, because I was not looking for the one book. This is what I'm looking for. So we're gonna be reading this. This is fun. I just got this actually. 4 more books. This is kind of promising so far. I always say that, and I always fail to read the books, but let's see. A blue book. Listen, when I said that I had a book buying problem, I meant it, because these are all books that I've had with me for so long, and I haven't read one of them. Not one book. So here's what we have. We have The Nightingale by Christine Hanna. The thing about this book is that I've heard it's like heartbreaking, and it's set in a World War II setting, and I just don't think I'm like emotionally prepared for that. It's kind of thick. The font's pretty big though. And I do kind of want a book that like challenges me a little bit. I'm reading like so many romances right now for this one video where YouTubers pick what I read for a week, and the books are all very fluffy, and I feel like I feel very flat with all of them. So this could be an option. This is definitely gonna make me feel some things. Then we have Lessons in Chemistry. This is not technically blue, but there is some blue in the cover, and I really want to watch the Apple TV show. So this could be an option. It's actually pretty blue. I have The Lonely Hearts Club. This one also has some blue, and I kind of started this when I first got it. She works at a bookstore, and I've always like liked books about people who work in book settings and stuff like that, so this could be an option. Got Mary Jane. I've had this for so long. This is like a 70s book where she babysits for this rock star. No, he's a psychiatrist, but then there's this rock star family that lives with the psychiatrist and the kids, and it's like a very huge like LA cultural divide, because like her family's like super conservative and like very Christian, and then these people are like not that. So this could be an option. But then we've got a Sally Rooney book, which if you know me, you know Normal People is one of my favorite books of all time, and I've never read a Sally Rooney book besides that one. So this has been calling my name for so long, and I've always just wanted to continue to dive into her work. I saw some people talk about The Invisible Life of Ada LaRue. This one is a special edition that I got at Barnes & Noble or something like that. I don't know, the cover is stunning though, and it is blue. We could read this. And I started Vicious by the same author, and I really like the writing style. Is Vicious a man or a woman? I literally have no idea. But what are we... Why did I just go and grab 6 books for this category? Like, this is not okay. We're gonna go with the B. Schwab one. I think this will be good. If I get the... We're almost out of prompts, honestly. That's gonna be... If I get the biography again, guys, I'm just not gonna read a biography this month. I can't do it. I'm gonna be in the biggest reading slump ever if I have to read a biography again, and I just don't have it in me. So, and I get a biography again. We're just gonna, you know, we're gonna take that out. Biography this month. Let's see. I should have really bought more biographies before I put that in there. Let's see. A book you've been putting off. Oh man, it could literally be any of the books I just showed you guys, or any of the books back here. I feel like we need to add at least one fantasy book, just for like, but then we already have a fantasy, and it's a very long fantasy. I think I'm gonna read the Sally Rooney book. I can see myself getting into this because I do really like her writing style. We're gonna read this. Are we gonna read this? 2 more books and then we're done. And we only have 2 more prompts, so we're done. We're literally done. I need to go make more prompts for next month. A romance book. Okay, we can work with that. And then let's see. You know, this has been calling my name. It looks really cute, and this is like an art that I got. It's called Arya Khanna's Bollywood Moment. It just looks really cute, and it looks super short, and it's giving simple palette cleanser, and that's what we need. Lastly, we have a fantasy series that's not current. Series. I only have like a few pages left on City of Bones, so I'm probably going to be reading City of Ashes right after this. Like I literally only have that much left. So we're gonna be reading probably this one in City of Ashes, which I'm gonna go grab right now. Okay, so let's do a recap of everything we have here. A fantasy series is not current. We just said we're gonna be reading, probably just finishing this one and starting City of Ashes. I have like the really old covers for like some of these books because the Free Little Library where I used to live in California, someone was reading the series, so I picked up some of them. So I'm actually excited to have like some OG covers. So this is what we're gonna be reading for that. See if it doesn't fall. Then we have a classic book, The Great Gatsby. This could be very rewarding because it's a classic, but because it's a very short book. But this will be actually perfect. Then we have a blue book, and we ended up deciding that we were going to be reading The Invisible Life of Ada LaRue. I've heard this is pretty heartbreaking. This cover is actually stunning. Look how it like shines. It's like glittery and stuff. A lot of people have just a black cover, but I don't even know where I got this. I want to say it's a special edition, but I don't think I got this at Barnes. I think I got it on Amazon. I don't even know, but a book I've been putting off, and I ended up picking Beautiful World Are You by Sally Rooney, and I'm actually really excited about this because I remember reading Normal People when I first got into Booktok and Booktube, and it didn't really stick with me that much. But then looking back on it, I ended up giving the book 5 stars, and I essentially went back on my rating because I couldn't stop thinking about it. The Hunting Wives by Makeup. This one I have no idea what it's about. It's probably about hunting wives. We have a young adult book, and we ended up deciding on reading Betting on You by Lynn Painter. This one, honestly, I don't know why I never continued. I feel like I've struggled with her young adult books since reading Better Than the Movies. Nothing has really topped that book for me. I do have to say Mr. Wrong Number, but that's like not a YA book. That's a adult romance. So yeah, I don't know why I'm going with that, but this is what I'm gonna be reading next. Honestly, terrified of Ali Hazelwood books because they just don't hit. They give me the biggest cringe ever, and I own pretty much every single book she's ever published, almost, because she does publish quite a few, and I have not read anything by her since The Love Hypothesis. So maybe we're gonna give her another try. A romance book. We ended up deciding to read Arya Khanna's Bollywood Moment, and this is an arc that I got a while ago. I want to say this is already out. It should be. It's an uncorrected version. When does this come out? I got this a long time ago, so let's just pretend this is already out because it probably is. Then we have a retelling book, and I ended up deciding to read a book that I got also an arc of, and it's already out, and then The Rise of the Cinder Fae by Whitney Dean. She's actually one of my mutuals on TikTok, and I just kind of forgot about that, and I really love her book. So I'm gonna put the cover over here. It's a dark fantasy Cinderella retelling, and it's a very slow burn. And then lastly, we have a new author to you. I decided to read the new Dolly Alderton book. So let me know down in the comments if you want me doing a reading vlog where I just try to finish my TBR, because I feel like that's the only way. If I do a video for all of these books, that's really the only way that I'm going to actually stick to TBR this month. And we're also out of prompts, but there you have it. This is This is a very unrealistic TBR. I can barely hold all these books, but that's all we have for today's video. So make sure to go ahead and check out Ana Luisa. I'm gonna be linking them down below, and I also have a discount code. And once again, thank you Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and be accountable, because this is a very stacked TBR that I need to get to. Bye.